Hello, nerds watching all over the internet. It is Thursday night, December 4th, and we're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. Folks, another great night to talk about all the amazing things happening in the world of pro wrestling. We're talking matches, we're talking segments, title changes, returning icons, and things that are crazy on TV that you can't get away with in real life. Folks, guiding you in this journey is me, your host, Mr. Jose Casabona. I am also the
Mister. I thought I was the only Mister.
Well, I'm not a madam.
Never said you were.
I'm not a Mrs. Anyways.
You could be Mystics. I don't know. You could have one of them other neo pronouns that I don't know nothing about.
I'm the host of this show, and I'm also the host of the number one show on this channel, The Ravens Flock. And joining behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my type partner for Wrestle Wrewind, the man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on this channel every single week. The man who dares to question my sexual identity, Mr. Juan Arouse.
Hey, I'm just doing what you're doing in your head just out loud. Thank you for that fine introduction, Jose, and don't you ever forget that, mister.
You don't know what goes on in my head.
I know plenty of what goes on in your head, you degenerate.
Folks, like all our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. So be sure to hit the subscribe and the follow button.
What in the world that was about, I have no idea, but I...
My Wi-Fi is off.
Honey?
Double checking.
Okay.
Yeah, it's off.
Okay. Appreciate it. I seriously cannot stand what's going on with the computer here. I apologize. It's not anyone's particular's doing. Putting it simply, folks, we appreciate every single one of you joining us over here. And, jeez, this threw me off so bad. So for all the interflockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go out to show those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing standing in our way now is the fact that we have to work 9-to-5 jobs just to keep the lights on. However, there's a way that you can help rescue us from this dim and dismal fate, and that's by doing what you find folks at home do best, which is supporting the Ravens flock by liking our content, commenting both during and after the stream, and sharing our content across social media to everyone you know and love. And of course, let's not forget what's most important, making sure that you're subscribed and everyone that you refer us to is also subscribed, and that you hit the notification bell for all alerts. That way you never miss a beat. The more people you refer us to, the more subscribers we get. The more subscribers we get, the more interflockers come out of it. And before we know it, we'll be completely financially self-sustaining to the point where we're no longer just doing this channel just for the love of the game, but also as our livelihood. With your help, we can and will succeed. You'll also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. I see Hassan Terrell's in the chat over here. How's it going, Hassan? We already know everything going on with John Cena. Hey there, Vicente Guerrero. Hope you're doing all right. Let's see. Matthew Coburn, Case of the Buffies.
Hi. Yes, you are Casabona male, not female. Casabonita.
Casabonita.
Shut up.
No. We need to go to Colorado just to visit Casabonita sometime.
Oh my god.
Just to freaking check out if it was worth all the hype that they made a whole fucking South Park episode just to bring attention to this joint.
Oh my goodness. You know something, man? I don't know how they do it. Like, I know that The Simpsons is like the longest running animated TV syndication or whatever the fuck. It's been on for
an animated television show.
Yeah, it's been on for decades. Literally decades. But South Park, I feel like South Park is like the biggest like runner up in terms of like animated television. And holy crap. I don't know how these writers do it. They must have freaking coffee off the wazoo to stay up late night making all these making all that shit that they do to produce episodes every week.
Yeah, no, Jose. They after developing their animation style over the last what is it, almost 30 years? No, the guys at South Park have it down to a science. It's down to a point where they can make an episode almost 48 hours in advance. Like, that's like nothing in terms of runtime. That's like nothing in terms of actually fucking working out the animation. That's only because these guys have that down to a freaking science.
Okay.
You know what else is scientific?
What?
Not this process. Not me trying to fix the lamp over here. It looks a little dim. I don't know why.
It's fine.
Wait, I think I know why. No, it's the other light. It looks dim.
Oh, okay. I'll go ahead.
You can shine a light on this, Jose, and shine a light on the fact that we're energized.
Somehow this ties into Glitch. Folks, this channel is proudly partnered with Glitch Energy, the specially formulated smart energy blend for all the geeks and nerds to enjoy, and it keeps your body running all day long. It comes complete with 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 carb, 0 lag, and of course, 0 crash. Make sure that you bookmark glitchenergy.com on your web browser to stay up to date for all of their announcements. For instance, right now, the fire sale is still going, and it looks like they've knocked down all the prices for all their Glitch products here down to, look at this. Look, if you check out their website, $19.95 for each Glitch tub. And of course,
get them while you can, because this is a clearance. If nothing else, folks at home, for the love of God, they want you to try nerdies. They want you to try the elf candy, the what's remaining of all these freaking flavors. They need to clear this stuff out right now. Look at that. It went out of the freaking frame. Look at this.
It's crazy, isn't it?
These are the only flavors remaining. Grenades, Grinchberry, Elf Candy, Smurf Juice, and Nerdies. Only 5 flavors left, folks.
Hey, do me a favor. Can you check the hydration section?
Oh, yeah, let me sure. What hydration section?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, oh, shit.
Oh, boy. These guys are not kidding around. Everything must go.
Yeah, they got some of their original merch over here, also marked down like nobody's business. Look at this. Look at this. The original the original blackout hoodie of Glitch Energy. Originally $39.95. knocked down to $15.
That's a hell of a steal.
That is not that's not just like highway robbery. That is larceny, okay?
That is daylight robbery.
Yeah, no.
Yes, K-Storm has it right. That is daylight robbery.
Thank you, K-Storm. Thank you, honey. You're right. It is daylight robbery. Jesus Christ in heaven and earth. You guys would be absolutely out of your minds not to take advantage of these sales. Everything must go.
And of course, if you go onto their website, glitchenergy.com, and sign up for their newsletter, you'll receive a 15% discount on your first order. So don't delay. Go to glitchenergy.com, sign up for their newsletter, get your glitch now.
We'd like to once again thank Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens flock.
All right, I don't usually cut these plugs very short, but we have a lot to get through. After all, the month of November is right behind us, and once again, I hope you guys enjoyed Thanksgiving. I hope you guys enjoyed the awesome foods. For wrestling fans, it is the month of...
You really think I'm just gonna just blurt it out?
Well,
Because I am.
War Games! Yeah!
War Games!
That's right.
Woo-hoo!
Before we get into the weekly review, me and Juan, we're going to review the main event of this year's WWE Survivor Series in San Diego, California.
Jose, it's not just Survivor Series, it's Survivor Series.
War Games!
Thank you, Mr. Regal. Thank you very much, Mr. Regal.
In San Diego, California. So,
Good grief, holy crap. Let me actually pull up the friggin' logos for all this stuff. I hope you pardon, we're running half-cocked and with no idea what we're doing, but then again, thus is the way of the Ravens flock. Because-
half-cocked.
No, actually, no, that's an actual term, Zay. You don't know that?
Oh, well,
See?
I mean,
Big.
it sounds
War Games.
dirty when you say it.
Well, everything sounds dirty when I say it. Giggity.
Anyways, all right. Juancho, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do.
So, as mentioned here on the card, this year's War Games took place over in San Diego, California. The main event was headlined by the men's War Games match.
Oh boy, y'all are gonna love this lineup. It was stacked and ready to freaking throw down.
That's right. We got two opposing teams. On the right side, you've got, well, let's call it like,
Team Cody and Punk.
Team Cody and Punk. You have leading the charge. You've got the undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes. Whoop, we gotta do it right.
Cody's over here pairing up with people that he didn't really appreciate, but now he is actually teaming up with them because they're actually trying to take him down for once, and these guys actually have a truth, and now they're actually keeping together. Cody Rhodes.
The World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
Yes.
The One Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns.
Of course.
And, of course, teaming up with the Usos. You got main event Jey Uso and his big brother, Jimmy Uso.
Yep.
Again-
Main event Jey Uso and semi-main event Jimmy Uso. I don't fucking know. I'm trying to come
Mid
up with something.
Uso?
Huh?
Mid Uso?
No, wait. Well, if you really want to be like, if you want to be technical, they're both kind of mid. They're not exactly.
Actually, you know what?
definitions in the ring,
Actually,
but
you know what? He's a winner in his own mind. I mean, damn, he's married to an awesome, one of the best women's champions ever, and they're about to have a child.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Shit, that's a win. Even as a father like yourself, you gotta admit, that's a big win.
Oh yeah, that is a very big one. I won't deny that.
And, of course, on the opposite...
he's still off the sauce though, right?
Of course.
Good.
And, of course, on the opposite side of the team, you've got Team Lesnar, led by, of course, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. And from left to right, you've got Drew McIntyre, you've got Big Bronson Reed, you've got Braun Breaker, and, of course, you've got everyone's favorite...
Everyone's favorite goddamn scam artist, Logan goddamn fucking Paul.
Yep, all managed by, of course, Paul Heyman.
Mr. See, he's a mister. Paul Heyman's a fucking mister. You put some respect on his
Mr.
name.
Brock, yeah, Mr. Paul Heyman. Yeah, you know, you're right.
Like, he's the evil genius behind ECW. He is an extraordinary advocate for professional wrestlers the world over. Yeah, no, you put some respect on his name.
No, of course. Now, there is a lot of stories that were interwoven into this rivalry. Cody Rhodes is starting to show a little bit of his cracks in his babyface veneer. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk reluctantly have to team up with Roman Reigns because, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Or my enemy. But let's compromise and call ourselves frenemies, okay?
Let's not and say we do.
But no, and of course, in CM Punk's case, CM Punk has been duking it out with Paul Heyman's group of wrestlers over on the opposite team, formerly led by Seth freaking Rollins, who is currently shelved with an injury. Best of luck to his speedy recovery.
Yeah, it's basically the Vision minus Rollins in this match. It's the Vision. It's the faction. Well, the Vision is in there.
Yeah, the Vision is in there. They've been wreaking havoc on Monday Night Raw, causing chaos for Jey Uso and for CM Punk. And as for Brock, well, let's just say that as of right now, Brock is their hired gun.
Jose, let's be honest here. Does Brock Lesnar actually need an excuse to want to hurt people?
No,
it's just Bork Laser.
No,
just Brock Lesnar. There's no bones about it. Like, why do you even try?
No, you're right.
Why would anyone try to?
No, Brock Lesnar doesn't need a reason. He'll jump in there and he'll beat the shit out of you. And that's one of the things I like about. I'm sorry. I know people don't like him right now. They never did. But Brock Lesnar is one of the very few believable professional wrestlers in the entire world right now. Like, it is hard to say to argue against that.
I mean, no, it's not just hard; it's fucking impossible. Let me see here. Ulysses Fartknocker's in the chat. How's it going, Ulysses? Welcome to Wrestle Rewind. It's time for my weekly wrestling catch-up. Not wrestling related, but it's a dark day for Mortal Kombat's hands. We heard.
Yeah, we know.
Shang Tsung has passed.
Damn, man. Damn.
Dang it.
Vicente Guerrero saying, if Juan and Jose go to Colorado, keep in mind the air is thin. You will both be breathing hard. UFC 1 was in Denver, Colorado, November 12th, 1990. Dang.
Dude, have you seen how fat I am? I breathe hard anyway.
I don't know.
What's the difference gonna be?
I don't know. Juan survived Vegas.
With less oxygen?
Sweetheart, just because there's less oxygen doesn't mean I'm gonna breathe. Wait, yes, it does.
It's okay, Juan. You survived Vegas.
Vegas isn't elevated.
I know, it's in the desert.
Yeah, it's out in the freaking boonies of the desert. We're talking about
valley.
It's in a valley. You are right,
They
K-Star.
don't call Denver, Colorado the Mile High City for nothing.
That's true. All right.
Hey, Zeus.
All right, here we go. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the action. Let's talk about this main event. We start things off with...
What are these rules?
Yes, please remind our folks the rules of WWE's version of War Games.
One member of each team starts the match. After 5 minutes, a member from the advantaged team will be released to enter the match. After a 3-minute period, alternating members from each team will enter the match until all competitors are inside the ring. Once all competitors have entered War Game... Once all competitors have entered War Games officially begins. Once War Games begins, if a competitor leaves the cage, their team forfeits. The only way to win the match is by pinfall or submission.
Yes, WWE is a little bit more restricted in the rules of War Games as opposed to AEW, where they allow their wrestlers to crawl the fuck out of their cages. Like, no, if you step out of the cage, that is a forfeit.
Yeah, it's like, no, bitch. You want this fight? You stay in it, or you're a pussy, and you pussy out. Pussy.
Exactly.
Pussy. Anyway.
All right. And the first two competitors to start off this War Game, to enter the War Games cage is representing the good guys team. You've got the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk, and on the bad guys team, you've got Braun Breaker.
This doesn't look good just from the offset. Why is Punk so pink compared to Braun?
You think
He's got the pinkness of like a newborn naked mole rat, for fuck's sake.
I mean, he wasn't gassed early on. He wasn't losing any breath, but
Was Braun Breaker just chopping the shit out of him or something? What was going on?
he was pretty much out wrestling CM Punk. Like, Braun Breaker has speed and agility to go along with his power advantage against CM Punk.
But this doesn't make no fucking sense.
Oh, it makes plenty of sense.
No,
Braun
he's
is
the best
young.
in the world.
Yeah, but Braun Breaker is like the new generation, Juan.
He's the best in the world.
But Braun Breaker is younger.
Goddamn.
And he's got more energy.
Goddamn.
He's a crazy dog. Oof.
Why would you do that?
Oof.
Why would you do that to me, Jose?
Oof.
Quit barking.
Bark.
Okay.
Anyways, so Braun Breaker, of course, outmaneuvers CM Punk at every turn, just out wrestling him with a series of takedowns and headlocks before actually really showing his power game, slamming CM Punk face first onto the sides of the steel cage, the unforgiving War Games steel cage. Punk has been struggling for the first couple of minutes before we get our next entrant into the War Games battle. Drew McIntyre. And,
oh shit.
And things went from bad to worse for CM Punk. Because, oh yes, and the match hasn't officially started. Drew McIntyre and Braun Breaker, of course, laid out CM Punk. You can see him right here. They slam CM Punk again head first into the cage. And CM Punk is the first man to start bleeding in the War Games match.
Nice going. These guys just had to fucking do it, didn't they?
Hey, at least it wasn't AEW where they do it every week.
I know. I was like, go fucking figure. These guys are picking on our man, the best in the world. He just lost his puppy Larry, for fuck's sake. How could you? What is wrong with you fuckers?
Rest in peace, Larry.
R.I.P. Larry, motherfuckers. The cowards, the inconsiderate sons of bitches.
Yeah, I know. Things are not looking good for the Second City Saint. He's battling some serious odds, man, and we're hoping the next person comes in. Oh, yes, that's right. It's Cody Rhodes enters the match. He tries to go in through the cage doors, but the door is locked against him. So he climbs up the cage, and he lays out Drew McIntyre with a beautiful crossbody. And then Cody Rhodes is just fired up. He starts knocking down Drew McIntyre. He knocks down Brock Breaker. He knocks down CM Punk. Oh!
Wait, he knocked down CM Punk?
Now, I don't have a picture of this, but yes, there was a moment during while Cody was fired up that while CM Punk was getting up right behind Cody and tapping his shoulder like, "Hey man, that's awesome," Cody Rhodes accidentally backhanded CM Punk, knocking him down, and they had a moment of like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
Oh no!
Oh yes!
Oh no! Why no? This is going to end horribly.
He got a little too fired up, if you will.
He got too fired up. He's too amped up. He's too hyped.
Yeah, he is. But nevertheless, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk were able to keep pace with Drew McIntyre and Braun Breaker.
So you mean to tell me they chilled out afterwards? Oh shit, Wings of Eternal Night, how's it going, honey? Welcome to Wrestle Rewind.
Hello.
We appreciate you here.
They're also on the road for the holidays. They're working music on their debut album. Congratulations. Best of luck.
Yay!
Frenemies, so Reigns and Punk talk like the early 2000s Paris Hilton and Britney Spears.
It's so hot.
Oh my god.
Oh, Matthew was over here saying, like, Pink, that guy is burnt red.
No, they don't talk like early 2000s Paris Hilton and Britney Spears. They talk like two animals working together in Zootopia.
So, just Zootopia.
Oh, you didn't know that, did you?
No, I know how animals work and use.
No. You didn't know that CM Punk and Roman Reigns are special voice cast for Zootopia
yeah, that's
too.
right. Yeah. They're like zebra brothers.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. By the way, folks, CM Punk and Roman Reigns are in Zootopia too.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun to watch. We gotta watch Zootopia too, man. Yeah. We have to. But
yeah,
anyway,
too legit to quit. And yes, Vicente, Larry, the most adorable ugly dog ever in the history of the world, passed away. Fuck yeah, Larry died. Fucking life will do that. R.I.P. Larry. I remember someone posted a short here. Larry the dog makes his AEW debut. Larry was running to the ring. I remember that. That was so adorable.
I felt
just bolted out after Punk after a show.
Yeah, that was cool. I was sad when I heard about this news. I'll be just as sad if I hear that Cody's dog Farrah passes away, and he better not.
Yeah, no, he needs to go to outer heaven. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
All dogs go to heaven.
Yes.
Okay.
Great movie, by the way.
This dog can go to hell, though.
Ah, yes. The next participant entering War Games is Logan Paul. I hate that he's good at this craft. I hate that he's good at wrestling. Ugh.
He's such a sack of shit.
He's a sack of shit in person, but damn, there is no denying that he actually put in the work and the commitment to professional wrestling, despite only showing up whenever the fuck he wants to.
Oh, yeah, no, you can do that. It's just one little fucking problem. They don't care!
I know.
These simple rubes, these simple sons of bitches do not care, and I don't understand it. I get it. He does the flippy dip. He's very good. On the other hand, he is single-handedly responsible for the inflated and overpriced Pokemon trading card market, and he is also a fucking scam artist with his fucking stupid-ass CryptoZoo NFT eggs bullshit scam that he was trying to run.
And that's just scratching the surface. We haven't even reached the core of his problems.
There's a reason why he lives in Puerto Rico instead of the U.S. and the mainland, but whatever.
So anyways, but getting back to it, but nevertheless, WWE wanted to grasp some sort of mainstream attention, and they first thought of Logan friggin' Paul. But
holy shit!
Get
a load of this. Wings of Eternal Night. Holy shit! I do have some big, huge news here, guys. My loves, our label Napalm Records got my band on Evanescence's 2026 World Tour.
Yay!
Holy shit!
That's awesome. I can't scream louder
because show in Tampa in June.
Yo, you coming to Tampa? You need to come to Tampa.
That's
okay. No, I mean, like, okay, you're coming. Over at the
Yes.
fairgrounds. Okay, yeah, you're coming to Tampa, and you can't stop me, and we're gonna try to find a way to meet you somehow. Okay, because you're flying over here to Tampa to sing for Evanescence, and we're gonna hang. We're gonna boogie oogie oogie.
All right, let's continue on with the main event chatter here.
Do I have to?
Yes.
He's such a sack of dog shit.
Yep, Logan Paul enters the match, and then and there is a moment where both Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul were brawling on the top of the structure of the steel cage. They're exchanging right hand blows back and forth. It looked like Cody had it won. He was going to knock Logan Paul off, but then Drew McIntyre, with a steel chair in hand, whacks Cody right in the leg. Logan Paul knocks down Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes comes tumbling down. And we get to see more double team chops from the bad guys' side. You see Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre flexing before dropping CM Punk with a double team vertical suplex.
Okay, I get it, but fuck you anyway.
Again, I hate that he's good at wrestling.
I get it, but fuck you anyway, Logan Paul.
Ugh.
Drew, I understand you've got beef with Punk. Okay. So, yeah, he's got room to flex. Literally. Logan Paul, I get it, but fuck you anyway.
Well, you know what they say in Drew's case. The enemy of my enemy is still a piece of shit. Anyways. No, but of course, and while this was happening, the fans in San Diego were chanting, "We want tables.
We want tables." Wait,
Yep.
what the fuck is...
Go ahead.
Wait, what the...
We got Jimmy Uso entering War Games, and what he does is he brings the tables.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he brings a table, but it's still a table.
Don't tell me it's a Slim Jim branded table.
What do you think? No, Juancho, it's not a Slim. No. Actually, they put in the Maybelline logos on it, and they put a PlayStation 4 and it said, "Of course, it's Slim Jim."
Ay.
They can't help themselves. They can't. Anyways, so Jimmy Uso gets into the ring after bringing the table. He drops the bad guys with a bunch of super kicks. You see him dropping Logan Paul on his ass with a Samoan drop. So always nice to see Logan Paul getting his ass kicked any time at any occasion. Yay! But don't expect him to fall on his ass on an injury because he's too good at wrestling.
Fuck you, Logan.
I know. Anyways. So,
like, LOL, Logan and Drew bicep flexing, acting like Lex Luger. Yeah, I know.
Oh,
right?
No. Come on, man. Even in Lex Luger's bad days, freaking Logan Paul doesn't even come close.
God.
All right, man?
Yeah, good point.
Shit. Lex Luger in 2003 is still more entertaining than Logan Paul in 2025.
Ow. Lex Luger was already wheelchair bound in 2003, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't. But he was in his last years of wrestling in TNA.
Shit, seriously?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
But getting back to the subject here, the next participant is, of course, Bronson Reed, and Bronson Reed levels out every member of the babyface team inside the ring with tsunamis. Tsunamis for you! Tsunamis for you! Tsunamis for you!
Everybody's getting a tsunami.
Everybody's getting a tsunami. Hey, Juan, you like tsunamis?
No.
Well, too bad. You're getting one.
No. It's too fucking bad. No. I need to get him yeeted off. Oh, wait, here we go.
And here comes our next participant, main event, Jey Uso.
Wait, who the fuck is this guy here? That's not... Hold on, who the fuck is that?
Does that look like a sign?
No, yeah, it's a sign. It's somebody's face cut out. Let me fucking see.
I don't know who that is. That's from he's wearing an LA Dodgers hat.
Okay, let me blow this up here so people can see it a little better. Folks, if you have any idea who the fuck this guy is, please tell us in the comments.
It looks like Andy Signor.
No, he fucking... Don't insult Andy like that. This guy's got a really evil sneer-looking shit to him. He can't hold Andy Signor's jockstrap. Does this guy have a motherfucking popcorn statue like Andy does from the MTV Movie Awards?
He's an evil twin.
No, he's not.
A doppelganger.
Matthew Cobert saying he looks like Vito. Oh god, that does. Oh my god, that does look like Vito. Oh my god, is that fucking Vito?
No.
Is that fucking Vito Gisoldi?
No.
Motherfucker, that better not be Vito. Fucking Vito.
All right, but anyway,
I doubt that he would actually be interested in anything pro wrestling. But then again, this is Vito. He's a fucking troll. For the sake of being a fucking troll, he's capable of anything.
Yeah. So Jey Uso enters the match and he starts super kicking all the bad guys and
super kick parties.
Super kick parties, laying down right hand blows on all the bad guys. And okay, this is the part where it gets fucking annoying because then what Jey Uso does is that he climbs to the top of the steel cage structure. Hold your horses.
Okay.
He climbs to the top of the structure. And they play his music again, getting the fans to chant "Yeet" and doing the hand wave during the match. And I'm gonna be honest, that was a little annoying. And I can't believe I'm saying this. Thank goodness Brock stopped that shit.
Oh yeah, the next entry in was Bork Laser.
That's right. Brock Lesnar entered the ring and F5'd everyone.
Jesus Christ.
Except, well, CM Punk did get a parting shot, since they're kind of running it back from their last encounter in 2013. CM Punk did manage to hit the GTS on Brock Lesnar. So yay, payback is had. Kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of fucking crazy.
So anyways, getting back to Brock's dominance. Yeah, no, Brock Lesnar, he hits F5s on all the opponents. He also hits a series of German suplexes, belly to bellies. Everybody's feeling it. Holy shit. Brock Lesnar doesn't need help from anybody. And it's so odd that Brock Lesnar's on the same team with the same guy who dethroned him at WrestleMania in 2020 during the lockdown era.
Wait, you mean Drew McIntyre?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, like he fucking cares.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Look, Brock is literally just here like, hey, I'm here to fuck shit up. He doesn't give a damn.
That's right. Oh man, so no, things are not looking good Brock Lesnar's in the ring. He's causing chaos. We need someone. We need a savior. We need a hero.
What you need is to acknowledge him.
And out comes the final entry. The final participant, Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, meets Brock Lesnar outside of the ring, which, by the way...
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't that against the rules? That once they step inside the structure, if they step out, they forfeit the match?
In fact, Juancho, pull up the rules again, please.
What are these rules?
There you are. Zoom in on one of the rules. Zoom in on one of them, please. Blow it up.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah,
Oh no! The War Games match hasn't begun.
Hang on. Yeah, once all competitors have entered.
Oh!
Officially begins. Roman didn't enter the structure at that point, did he?
No, not yet.
Brock Lesnar was free to run outside and run around like the psychopath he is.
That is true. Okay. We caught ourselves there. We thought that Brock Lesnar broke the rules just because.
But no, it turns out, since Roman has not yet actually gotten in, then the War Games match doesn't officially begin, meaning if Brock Lesnar wanted to just run out and start trying to beat the shit out of Roman, he could do that.
Which he did.
Not like he did it easily, because apparently Roman Reigns had much more of an advantage in terms of, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Well, let me explain what happened. So, Roman Reigns immediately made a beeline for Brock Lesnar, running back to all their battles, starting all the way as early as 2015. Oh my God, it's been a decade since they first fought. Roman Reigns lays out Brock Lesnar with a series of Superman punches until eventually they both reach the announce desk. And as Roman Reigns tried to charge in for a spear, Brock Lesnar catches Roman, hits an F5 through the announce desk.
This little blackjack dealer desk over here. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the ref can't do shit. They can't tell him to get in the ring. They're not going to be able to do anything about Roman being freaking like mutilated outside of the match, because the War Games match has not yet officially begun.
No.
So ha ha ha. Meanwhile, Paul Heyman's back there in the background just saying, just remember, his vision is based on movement. If you stand perfectly still, Brock won't think of you as a target. He remembers that you're his friend, that you're his advocate. Just blend in. Just blend in. You're not even here, Paul. You're not even here.
All right. So, but Roman Reigns was able to recover from the announce desk shot. He enters the ring, and War Games. And War Games has officially begun. And I kid you not, Juancho, I actually timed it between the beginning of the War Games match, like officially, and the end. They only had 5 minutes.
I'm sorry. What? You mean to tell me the match blew its wad with all 10 participants within 5 minutes? Even on my worst days, I last longer than 5 minutes. Honey, am I right, or...
You're right.
Okay, thank you. I'm just making sure. I'm just hoping I'm not delusional. What the fuck? Guys! You gotta make that bitch last.
Also, Mr. Quake pointed out a very good info there. Brock Lesnar's first Survivor Series appearance... Well, no, not true. Well, not true. Brock Lesnar's first Survivor Series appearance since 2019?
Was he around in 2019 for that one?
Yes, he was in a champion versus... I think it was in a champion versus champion. No, actually, no. I think it was either 2019 or 2018 was what he fought Daniel Bryan, champion versus champion.
Okay.
You know, when they had brand supremacy as their theme. As War Games match started, everybody started hitting their finishing moves. Roman Reigns started spearing everybody, and then Braun Breaker tries to match Roman Reigns spear for spear. And Braun Breaker succeeded in that. He knocked out everybody with a spear. Like, Braun Breaker is freakishly fast. Remember, folks, he used to play football for Michigan State. That guy has no chill with his speed. He tries to go for a spear. He tries to go for a spear on CM Punk against the steel structure of the cage. But as they say, speed kills, because Punk was able to dodge, and Breaker hits headfirst onto the steel structure.
Nice. Well, gotta love that.
Traditional Survivor. Well,
right. That Brock, he wasn't in a Survivor Series match since 2003. That's what.
That's right. And this is his first War Games match.
Well, same diff as if you think about 5-on-5 guys kind of thing. And Vicente, 5-minute War Games, bad booking. What the fuck? Get it?
Yeah. Like I said, everybody is hitting their finishing moves. Everybody is hitting their cool spots here. You even at one point, the Usos hit the 1D, which is their version of the 3D, on Logan Paul, which I'm sure you love that.
Yes, please break his neck.
Yes. Everything was looking good. It looks like things were going well. After CM Punk hits the GTS, go ahead. He tries to go for a pin, but then he is assaulted by a masked assailant wearing all black and his face concealed. He hits the curb stomp on CM Punk in the middle of the ring.
Was it Seth Rollins? Holy shit!
We don't know.
We don't know!
And this allowed Braun Breaker, of all people, to hit the spear on CM Punk to pin and win for his team. Your winners of this year's men's War Games match, Team Lesnar.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, we're meant to believe that was Seth Rollins.
We're meant to believe that. There's a lot of speculation going around. People think that it's Chris Jericho returning to WWE.
Jericho?
Yeah. People think that it's Chris Jericho. As far as theories goes, like, that's the only theories that they came up with. That it's either Seth Rollins, or it's Chris Jericho, or it's somebody else. But the point is, I like the story that they were telling in this main event Survivor Series match, but compared to the past War Games matches they had since 2017 when they adopted it first NXT, this year felt a little lukewarm. Like, the men's games, that was fun. That was great. They had a story here. But, like, I heard that the women's one, like, it was just boring because they didn't have any surprises.
Are you fucking serious? I was hearing the complete opposite. I was hearing that the women's War Games match was more entertaining than the men's match.
Actually, you want to know how long... Okay, I'll give them credit. They did last a little longer because after the War Games began, they had 8 minutes.
See, you can respect 8 minutes. You can respect 8 minutes, and of course, ladies know how to last way longer than 8 minutes. But
I guess the criticism that I'm hearing is that there was nothing new that they brought to War Games for the women's division, and there was no shock and there were no surprises, and the babyfaces won again. And this time, you got a twist. The bad guys won.
Oh no, the bad guys have won the bad guy match against the bad guys.
So that's what was missing. Like, there was no surprises, there was no shock, there was no twist.
So you mean to tell me that the mystery attacker isn't a twist?
No, I'm saying that for the women's
for the women's War Games.
For the women's War Games match. The men's War Games was fine. But, like, compared to the War Games matches that they had in the past years, like, this one, like, this year, the Survivor Series felt mid. And I'm going to be honest with you, I actually enjoyed the blood and guts matches more. But I will say one thing. Both wrestling promotions, WWE and AEW, can you please tone down on bringing in weapons and bringing in toys to War Games? We have seen War Games in the 90s. Not every War Games match has to have weapons.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
That's my only take back of all this. The blood and guts matches were more fun to watch, especially the men's ones, because it actually, like, one of the stories they were telling is that, like, the Death Riders were not exactly questioning, but they're looking at Jon Moxley with a lot of scrutiny because Jon Moxley's power as the leader is beginning to wane because he's been losing lately. And he's been hiding behind excuses. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. See, I could tell you that myself in terms of storyline booking or whatever. If you want to accuse the Death Riders of trying to stick to a storyline, you can make that argument that these guys are wavering because of how much of a chicken shit Dean Ambrose is looking over here. I mean, Jon Moxley's looking over here.
How dare you dead name him?
I'm gonna dead name him all I want. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna respect that? Hell no. Never. How dare you?
Jesus.
Okay, but truthfully, we don't know who the hell this guy's gonna be, who this mystery attacker is.
No, we don't, but I like the story that they're setting up here with the men's War Games match this year. It seems like WWE is finally, like, strapping the rocket onto Braun Breaker, because Braun Breaker is now heading into a world title feud with CM Punk as the fallout.
Look at this shit? Vicente in the chat was over here fucking saying, like, people were fucking throwing YouTube theories saying that it's Moxley himself who as the mystery attacker.
Oh yeah, that's another theory, that it might be Austin Theory. Yeah.
Let's see here. AJ Lee's first War Games. Yep, we know. And yes, LOL on a Moxley on a Moxifo. Thought even if it's being possible as 99.99% that he would go back to WWE and likely less money, he's not gonna go back. Like he's too drunk on his own. He's too high in his own supply. At this point,
are we talking Moxley or Jericho?
Moxley.
Okay.
Moxley's too high in his own shit. He's too self-assured because Tony Khan's got him paid out the nose. But that's not what's important. What's important here is that we find out who this is. But we'll find out at another time. That is not what's important here.
Exactly. Now that the Survivor Series is out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about this week's edition of WWE NXT. This is the go-home show before their pay-per-view event this Saturday, NXT Deadline, and as they're heading the road again to San Antonio, Texas.
Yahoo!
And Hippie and all that shit. So we open things up with, well, let's call it the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge Summit with all the participants standing in a row.
Oh, God. Okay. All I see are beauties everywhere, and you can't stop me, and how dare you.
So from left to right, you've got Lola Vice, Jordan Grace,
Yay.
the former TNA Knockouts World Champion, Kalani Jordan, the current WWE Evolve Women's Champion, Kendall Gray, and Sol Ruka.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to. What the fuck?
All right. Well,
Freaking. If you said it, I'm surprised Juancho didn't blame Death Rider's jobbing so much on Wheeler Useless's haircut. Now, see, here's the thing: they gave the haircut to the wrong fucking guy. They gave it to Pac instead of fucking Wheeler Yuta. But the problem is Wheeler Useless doesn't even participate that much in the fucking ring to be a contributing factor in the losses of the Death Riders. They all happen under Moxley's ass. Notice that? I've noticed.
I've noticed. All right. Whoa. Hold your horses.
All right, I'm holding.
Thank you. So as the summit begins, every one of the participants got a chance to talk. Sol Ruka says that she felt deflated after losing both the Speed and the Women's North American titles due to her injury. And Ethan Page is, even though she despises Ethan Page, Ethan Page gave her solid advice to start looking after herself and start thinking like a champion. And that's exactly what she plans to do. Jordan Grace, of course, made a claim saying that she's looking to kick everybody's asses. She's been grinding since she got to NXT, and she's she's looking to get her shot at the title. Same argument for Lola Vice, who immediately cut her off. And
reign of NXT Underground. Sorry, I can't help it.
No, it's all good.
I'm sorry. She's fucking hot.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Then Kendall Gray got a chance to talk, and she spoke, but then Kalani Jordan cut her off, and everyone piled on, like, the fans piled on Kalani Jordan with a parade of boos. Like, damn, man, like Baron Corbin level boos.
What?
That poor girl.
What? Yo, Jose, Baron Corbin level booing? Yo, listen, you need to be careful. Don't say shit you can't take back, okay?
But unfortunately, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Okay, I get it. Yes, we know. Kalani Jordan had freaking been the TNA Knockouts champion for a while, and that means that people think that she's siding with TNA because she was their women's champion for a little while. She doesn't necessarily deserve this shit, though.
And the way she talked, like, she did not sound convincing as a villain. Like, she is struggling to get words out while the fans were booing the hell out of her. Like, damn, I thought I felt bad for Dominic Mysterio when he tried to talk.
No. See, here's the thing. Dirty Sanchez Dom, he knows at this point how to not allow the boos to affect him in terms of getting his shit in, getting his promo in. Kalani Jordan doesn't have that yet. I can guarantee you she was not expecting folks to boo her this vociferously. She was expecting some kind of reaction, but probably not something this hard. Meaning that she's still she's still a greenhorn to a degree. She's still a little bit of a rookie. She's trying to get her legs in terms of getting accustomed to being booed and not being interrupted by, and not letting that affect you emotionally while you're trying to be a character in the ring.
No, you got a point there.
So you can see that. And if that's that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, that's fine. And then the summit gets interrupted by, of course, the bad bitches that run NXT, the women's division, the Fatal Influence. You got JC Jane, the NXT Women's Champion, on the mic, and she's flanked by the current WWE Women's Speed Champion, Fallon Henley, and Lainey Reed. JC Jane got on the mic and she pretty much ran down every participant in the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Like basically saying, she did what's his face? She did Chris Evans and Knives Out. Eat shit, eat shit, eat shit. Oh, you definitely eat shit.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay.
She pretty much knived out every every one of the participants in the ring, and then the whole segment ends with a late women's Pier 6 brawl.
Yeah! Pier 6 brawl, Pier 6 brawl, Pier 6 brawl, Pier 6 brawl, Pier 6 brawl.
Yep, all the women inside the ring, at least the baby faces, because Jordynne Grace was brawling with Kalani Jordan elsewhere. The baby faces that remain, Kendall Gray, Sol Rook, and Lola Vice, were able to fight off the Fatal Influence and clean house.
Hold on. Who's this over here?
Let me see. Oh, no, that's Kalani Jordan wrestling with Jordynne Grace. Bro, trying to.
Like, oh, there they are.
Anyways, ooh, nice cowboy boots by Fallon Henley.
Yes, that's totally what I'm looking at. Fallon Henley's cowboy boots.
You fucking dirty perv.
Hey, would you rather I lie about it? Would you rather I lie? I don't want to be a liar. If I'm going to be gross, I'll at least be truthful about it if I'm being gross. Oh. I ain't even trying to be gross. I'm saying that's totally what I'm looking at.
All right.
She got the boom boom.
Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the the semi-main event of the evening for NXT, and it is an 8-man tag team match.
It's also the exciting match of the night.
Yes,
there it is. See, like you almost forgot what you were titling it. Shit.
No. It is the exciting match of the night. The 8-man tag team match. On the good guys side, you have 4 of the 5 participants in the Iron Survivor Challenge. You've got Javon Evans, Miles Bourne, the TNA X Division champion Leon Slater, and the prestigious one.
Say his name and he appears.
I believe in Joe Hendry. That's right, Joe Hendry is entering the Iron Survivor Challenge, and all 4 of these men were picked out by John Cena. Yeah! It's awesome.
So he picked these guys out. He picked out the young OG. He picked out the prestigious one. He picked out... Wait, hold on. What's that championship he's got here?
The TNA X Division title.
X Division. Yeah, Leon Slater. And I'm sorry, I forgot the ball.
And the 5th man that he picked out is over in Dark State. And all the way to the right of Dark State is Dion Lennox. Dion Lennox will be representing Dark State this Saturday as the 5th Iron Survivor competitor.
Well, shit. All right, so 8-man tag team match. Holla, 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 holla.
I know, a lot of hollers, ain't it?
You're hollering too much.
I know, I hollered too much. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the action here. So, Dark State versus the good guys. You got Joe Hendry. We started off with Miles Bourne and Joe Hendry, who's in the ring right now, and they're over here tossing around Saquon Sugars like he's nobody, like it's nobody's business. Saquon Sugars tried really hard to fight back against the baby faces, but ooh, the power of the prestigious one is too much for him to handle.
Okay, not gonna lie. You're going in against Joe Hendry. He was a TNA champion. What the fuck? you got nothing. He's a local hero. You don't mess with that.
Yep. That's right. Now, this spot, I'm sorry, I had to pick this picture. It was so perfect here. Obviously, Javon Evans is setting up for like some sort of head scissors, some sort of Hurricane Rana takedown maneuver here. But the way the WWE camera guy caught this frame, this specific frame, that is gold, baby. Right in the middle of Javon Evans doing his spin.
So our flippy dippy boy being bouncy as all hell. Brandon Cutler having none of it apparently.
Well, Cutler James.
Cutler James, right? Brandon Cutler's a different dude.
Yeah, no, he's having none of it. Now, of course, despite these earlier setbacks in the semi-main event, the Dark State were able to regroup and they're able to work together as a unit, and their chemistry completely pales in comparison. While the chemistry of the good guys are okay, solid, it pales in comparison to the chemistry between Dark State. Dark State worked as a unit that night, whereas the babyfaces were pretty much in it for themselves.
In so much as one can be. So yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. You see here Osiris Griffin and Cutler James delivering a double powerbomb onto Leon Slater, and this has been the theme for the night. Like the Dark State has been working really hard to keep the babyfaces away from the team. Like they were specifically targeting Javon Evans and Leon Slater because, yeah, of course, they're the lighter guys and they're weaker.
No, yeah, that's how they're going for it. You take out the people that you think you have. You think you have the best advantage over, so yeah.
Of course, yeah, no. So yeah, no. Dark State. When we got back from commercial break, they were able to keep the pressure on the babyfaces. The babyfaces then were able to turn things around. We got the hot tags on. Javon Evans and Javon Evans. Well, first of all, Leon Slater fought back. He had a double drop kick onto Dark State. Which is cool.
Bouncy boys bouncing.
Bouncy boys be bouncing. And then Javon Evans, the young OG, he starts bouncing around. He hits back-to-back top rope tope suicidas onto the members of Dark State. He lays out the members over on one side. He lays out Cutler James over here. This guy is not low on gas at all.
Holy shit. The fact that he's got this much momentum in him. Jesus
This
Christ.
much momentum, this much hang time in the air.
Seriously, that's the thing that gets me over here is the fact that he's able to the fact that he's able to jump and hang just long enough to be able to catch these kind of shots, this kind of impact here. Fuck yeah, Sea King.
Yeah, no, exactly. And this actually, before we go any further, I actually want to pause a little bit because this reminds me of a comment that was made by Swerve Strickland in his latest interview with Chris Van Vliet. He actually talked about Javon Evans, and he said that Javon Evans in 20 years, that guy will be main eventing like all over the place. Like Javon Evans is more skilled than Swerve was when Swerve was his age.
Shit.
Yeah.
And Swerve's no slouch.
Oh no.
Goddamn, that's high praise.
That's high praise indeed. And now let's get back to the match because the high flying doesn't stop there as Leon Slater hits the 450 Swanton bomb from the top rope, but then he gets tagged out by Miles Bourne. Like, Miles Bourne tags out, and it felt awkward to the rest of the Babyface's team. Like, go ahead, sure. Like, they were wondering, like, hey, why you do that? He's like, hey, sorry, man. And then he steals the victory for the Babyface team. Your winners, Miles Bourne, Joe Hendry, Leon Slater, and Javon Evans.
What?
Yeah.
Man, fuck you! Yeah, I don't want to try to make this a racial thing or nothing, but the line speaks for itself. All right. Go figure. The two bouncy boys who are black guys doing all the work. We've got the prestigious one. He got laid out, and it takes this fucking do nothing fucking gringo over here fucking stealing the victory and claiming all the credit. Fuck you.
Oh, you mean Diet Randy Orton?
With Splenda.
With Splenda. So yeah, no, that was actually fun, and yeah, of course, Miles. Like I said, every person in the Babyface team were in it for themselves.
But okay, I get that, But fuck, you mean to tell me these guys couldn't put their shit aside for 5 seconds to fucking like say like, okay, no, listen, fucking, we'll deal with each other at Deadline and the Iron Survivor. Right now, we need to fuck up Dark State as hard as we can because that shit will mess them up mentally, and we want to make sure that they don't keep running roughshod all over the locker room.
Precisely.
But no, they're all just like, fuck you, I'm getting mine.
All right, now let's go ahead and get to the exciting segment of the night, and it is an in-ring promo segment of The Culling. You've got Izzy Dame leading the charge with Nico Vance and the Perfect 10 Sean Spears in the ring.
Boo this guy, boo these lady.
Yep.
Boo them. They hurt Tatum Paxley. No.
That's right. On night one of NXT Gold Rush in the main event, Izzy Dame and the Culling cost Tatum Paxley her NXT Women's Championship in her first actual title defense against JC Jane.
Boo. Boo on you, dude. How dare you?
And Izzy Dame got on the mic and she explained that, well, pretty much that she did it because Tatum Paxley wasn't able to get out of her own way because Tatum Paxley is still clinging to her habits, to her faculties, and she wasn't listening to Izzy when Izzy was trying to give solid advice.
I mean, you can give solid advice, but motherfuck you though.
Yeah,
she's the one making the decision herself. Fuck you.
And, of course, Izzy Dame laid out a challenge to Tatum Paxley at Deadline. And then Tatum Paxley shows up on the Titantron, and she's in a dark room with a bunch of empty chairs. So I'm just going to assume that she's sitting there with a bunch of John Cenas. And
yeah, John Cena saw that movie Multiplicity with Michael Keaton in it, and he said, hey, I got an idea.
Ha! Tatum Paxley, she's all in tears. Her eyeliner is like...
Her makeup is all drained down. She looks like she's been like sweating and crying and like completely over herself.
She talked about like how she needs to go to her dark place. And in Deadline, Izzy would not be ready for what Tatum Paxley would need to do. Like, that promo from her was like, oh, she's gonna get unhinged. Oh, shit.
See, this is why I like the creepy kooky girls, okay? Because this is when you fuck with the wrong level of their crazy, and you get to see just how bad of a mistake it is to try and deal with them. All right, sorry, I like that in my women. I'm sorry, I can't help that.
I mean,
it's something I'm attracted to. That's why I love K-Storm and my girlfriends.
All right, shut up. Nobody cares about your dating life.
It's not dating life. It's just my love life.
Fine.
But I care. In my heart. K-Storm cares.
All right.
But not right now. She's Pokemon playing. She's being a Pokemon master.
Exactly.
She's training to fight God.
All right. Now, in this match of the night, a match that I didn't care for, it's a rematch from, I don't know, I forgot when, but it's another tag team rematch.
Holla holla.
Featuring the team of Chase U, Cale Dixon, and Yuri Connors versus OTM, Lucian Price, and Bronco Nima. And I'm going to be honest with you, like, I saw the match. The match wasn't long. It was one-sided yet again. And OTM got the victory. Like, at this point, Chase U is just an empty shell of its former self.
I know, for fuck's sake. We don't even got no Thea Hale up in that shit anymore.
Nah, Thea Hale's doing her own thing.
There's no energy behind Chase U. Like, is there still a cheering section?
Nope.
There's no students. There's no Thea Hale being our Genki girl up in that shit.
Hell no. She saw the direction of where Chase U was going, and she got the fuck out of there.
Like, no, man.
So yeah, there's really not much else to say about it except OTM got another win. I hopefully it'll go somewhere. I don't know. I mean, you brought him back for a reason.
I don't fucking know.
All right, so now let's get over to
Thea Hale is a fucking star compared to these two dudes over in Chasey, whatever they are.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to talk down against one half of the guys who's the son of Finley.
That's not even what's important, is it? What's important is that
we don't have any. Yeah, we don't have any bad segments. So, but I do have an honorable mention, and that goes to the 6-women tag match, and the 6-women tag match featuring Sol Ruka, Kendall Gray, and Lola Vice versus Fatal Influence, to which the Good Girls won. and it was great. But then after the match is where we got some real controversy, where Zarya speared Kendall Gray. It looks like she was trying to go for Sol Ruka, but Sol Ruka dodged.
Yeah, okay. Is that Ren Sinclair there?
Ren Sinclair tending to Kendall Gray, yes.
Okay. Hi, Ren. Miss you.
Yes. But the real story is Zarya.
Zarya,
Zarya turning heel on Sol Ruka.
Dun, dun, dun.
And these two ladies are arguing back and forth.
Is she really turning heel, though?
Well, one of them has got to turn heel.
Well, like, which of them is wrong and which of them has been wronged, you know? This isn't really heel per se. This is really a matter of the two of them, neither of them listening to each other or getting along the way they should, which is depressing. It's sad. But
No, you're right. This is more complicated than who's the good girl and who's the bad girl.
yeah, no, because you can like the story of it is, you know, they're both friends. Zarya was trying to help out earnestly. She didn't do anything horrible. She didn't do anything wrong, but she did lose the match, which cost her friend her championships, and that's obviously going to put the strain on them. So now that Zarya is trying to think for herself. It was Ethan Page who was trying to tell Sol Ruka to think like a champion, right?
That's right. Also, Genie Rick, hello, welcome to Wrestle Rewind. Yes,
Hey, I'm
show
Genie
off those
Rick.
custom emojis.
Thank
That
you.
is just one of the many perks of being an inner flocker, folks. You just become an inner flocker by clicking the join button, and it's $4.99 a month.
We appreciate that over here. Like, we haven't reached that stage yet, Mr. Quake. We haven't gotten there yet because these two aren't having a blow off yet, are they?
No,
we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
We'll
get there.
I love the initiative. I like the initiative, and I will have that song queued up, and they won't be able to stop me. But we're not there yet.
All right. Now let's get to the main event segment. And the main event segment is the official contract signing for the NXT Championship match featuring the defending champion Ricky Saints defending the title against the returning ruler, conqueror, the mountain you cannot climb, the bringer of war, Obafemi.
Hi, Ava.
Oh yeah, and Ava's
Thanks,
in there.
Ava.
And Ava's there too. Yes, Ava's
Thanks
there.
for bringing the contract, Ava. And thank you, Genie Rick, for the $1.99 super sticker.
Yay! Thank you so much. What does it say here? It just says here. Okay, cool.
Yay.
So
Thank
Ricky
you.
Saints and Obafemi had a war of words against each other. And Ava made an announcement that for the first time in NXT, the NXT Championship match will be the opening match of NXT Deadline this Saturday.
So we're starting with the championship match.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a choice, I guess. What is there? Iron Survivor going to be bigger?
I think the
That's like-
men's Iron Survivor Challenge is going to be the main event. I think that's my speculation. Either the men's or the women's. It depends on which match has more demand, which match has more interest. My guess is it's going to be the women's Iron Survivor match that's going to be the main event.
I know the women's the women's the division in NXT is doing really well in terms of drawing like attention and having the stars stacked up. Like the men's Iron Survivor match, we've got names there, and they're big names, and we're all down with them. But at the same time, it's like also like, yeah, but the women have got this shit going on, and it's fucking insane, and they're crazy, and you don't know what they're gonna do.
Oh yeah, WWE has done an incredible job at developing the women from NXT, and of course Jordan Grace entering the WWE with her own pedigree from her years in TNA speaks volumes in itself.
Don't forget of Joe Hendry.
No, nobody's gonna forget. But anyways, other than that, solid go home show of NXT. Great job. And yes, we will be reviewing the main event of this year's NXT Deadline next week.
All right, looking forward to it over here, folks.
Now let's shift gears and go to this week's edition of AEW
Like
Dynamite.
the fuse, hit the boom, dynamite.
Here we go, folks. And we open up AEW Dynamite with an in-ring promo segment, or rather a face-to-face segment featuring the AEW the champ, the AEW World and Trios champion, Samoa Joe, and the number one contender, the Mad King, Eddie Kingston.
Okay. I've missed a couple of things on Dynamite.
It's okay. Wait, so did I.
Can you help me navigate this?
All right,
How
so
did
Eddie
Kingston
Eddie
come
Kingston-
into play?
All right, so here's what happened. So back at Full Gear, Samoa Joe won the AEW World Title against Hangman Adam Page in a bloody steel cage match, albeit by interference from the Ops and a heel turn by Hook.
Okay, understood. I remember that. And for
Hook
some reason
used
at the end, Swerve Strickland showed up.
Yeah, in the end, Swerve Strickland showed up, but that's not the point here. And the important thing is that Hook used to be teaming with Eddie Kingston when Eddie made his return, and Eddie Kingston was trying to mentor Hook. But after the betrayal, Eddie Kingston is now on his own, and he's coming for payback, and he challenged Samoa Joe for the AEW World Title. These two men are scheduled to face off next week on the TV special of AEW Dynamite, Winter is Coming, title of your next sex tape.
Gross. Listen, I've got a question. Okay, so Hook was paired with Eddie Kingston.
Yes.
They were teaming together.
Yes.
He was the protege to Eddie Kingston.
Yes.
He betrays Eddie Kingston.
Yes.
And so Eddie Kingston's idea for revenge is not going up against Hook, but going up against Samoa Joe.
Yes. Go up against the man in charge.
Okay.
And try to take his world title from him.
Okay. It's not Hook, though.
I know.
No, you deal with the personal fucking vendetta first. Then you have the fucking rest of the ops come in, try to fuck him up, and say nah, he's our boy, he's our guy. We'll fucking defend him over here. And that's when you can have Eddie Kingston say, "All right, you're the big dog of the group over here. You're the leader of the ops. All right, since you're the one who's calling the shots, I'm calling your ass out." You want to stand for your boy Hook, that little sniveling coward, that little brat who doesn't know the lineage of pro wrestling.
No. Hang on, Wancho. Let me stop you right there. I think what's going to happen, and this is my theory,
The film theory.
that next week at Winter is Coming during the World Title match, I think the finish
Ew.
will be is that Hook is going to interfere and cost Eddie Kingston the match, and that's when Eddie Kingston will pivot to his focus on Hook.
Why don't you just focus on Hook first?
That's what I think is going to happen.
Focus on Hook, then show why the ops are gonna fucking defend Hook because he's sticking up for them, so they're gonna stick up for him. Fuck you, Eddie Kingston. Ha 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 ha. You're a loser. Eddie Kingston, being the badass psycho he is, okay, fuck you. You're the head of the ops. You're sticking up for this little bratling, this little shithead. I'll take your ass out and I'll take the title, and then we'll see how tough he is without his what tough that little son of a bitch is without his master holding his leash. And then he fucking can have his fucking thing with fucking Hook one more time. See, there you fucking go. You've got a program right fucking there.
No.
What do I know? I just fucking...
All right, well, let's talk about this. All right, so Samoa Joe and Eddie Kingston are face-to-face. Samoa Joe gets on the mic first. He runs down Eddie Kingston. He tells him that everything that he's been doing with Hook, from kicking him out of the ops and everything, has all been to teach Hook a lesson. And he pretty much gave the same speech to Eddie Kingston that CM Punk did back in 2022 when he called Eddie Kingston a loser, a bum.
What?
First of all, drink.
Yeah.
Now.
This fucking show's barely starting and I'm already dying.
Anyways, Samoa Joe pretty much cut the same promo that CM Punk did in his rivalry with Eddie Kingston back in 2021. Sorry, I had to correct myself. 2021, not 2022. When CM Punk called Eddie Kingston a bum. In Eddie Kingston's early years in the Independents and in Ring of Honor.
Okay, so I guess he's cribbing from his boy Punk. Okay, sure, fucking. Hey, if you're gonna plagiarize from the best.
Yeah, Eddie Kingston then got on the mic and he said that he used to have respect for Samoa Joe when Samoa Joe was an actual defending champion in Ring of Honor because Samoa Joe took on his former mentor Homicide, another another legend in Ring of Honor. And then Eddie Kingston says he doesn't even recognize what this version of Samoa Joe is, because Samoa Joe brags about flying jets, brags about attacking people from behind, and he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He drops a couple of F-bombs, which AEW censored on TV.
Good.
Yeah. And then
standards. Thank you.
And then he said that next week at Winter is Coming, he's going after Joe for the championship. And he says that if Samoa Joe doesn't bring the Ring of Honor version, that version of Samoa Joe next week, that Eddie Kingston will eat him alive.
Dude, I know you're on a diet, but goddamn, cannibalism is not the way to go, Eddie. But I'm Tish. No, okay. Props to Kingston for trying to bring this into that elevated level of something higher than yourself kind of thing, and trying to challenge Samoa Joe to have that level of ferocity that he used to have 20 years ago. But at the same time, that's not this story. That's not what's happening right now. That's talking about ancient history shit.
Yeah, history that doesn't even belong to AEW. Well, technically it does, because
none of it belongs to AEW. Let's fucking get ourselves. Tony Khan's just buying his way into the history books of pro wrestling. But what the fuck do I know? I just fucking watch this stuff.
Yeah. Oh my
God. But I digress. The point here is, you need to make this about Hook's betrayal. And so what? Samoa Joe said that all this was a lesson to teach Hook how you've got to stand on your own before you can be a part of a real crew.
Yeah, and how to recognize who's the winner and who's the loser. And in this case, Eddie Kingston being a loser and Samoa Joe.
Okay, I get it. Okay, still weird. Still feels like we're doing too many fucking, too many fucking steps to get from point A to B. But that's just me.
Okay.
All right. Like I said, props to Eddie Kingston for making this try to feel like it's something bigger. Samoa Joe, you're an asshole. You used to be a badass. Now you're like a jet flying, limousine riding, wannabe sack of shit. Okay, that I get, and that does track with the personalities. I get that, and I'm down with that.
Not only did CM Punk and Samoa Joe calling Kingston a bum, but Bryan Danielson said it too. Oh!
When you know when the vegan goat over here is fucking calling your ass a bum, you know you got issues. But then again, he's also D-Bry's got some brain juice problems of his own, so he really's got no room to judge.
Ow! That hurts!
Yeah, so does multiple concussions. And multiple neck fusions and shit.
At least he's not wrestling. He's on commentary.
What a wonderful joy that is. No, but I digress. The point is, fucking, yes, Eddie Kingston made this about something bigger. But it didn't quite blend with what was happening in the present moment. You need to keep the present moment active in whatever storyline you have. It's like comic book writing. What you know what the number one rule in writing a story in comic books is? Everything happens in the present tense within each story, within each issue. It's happening now. It's happening right this moment. You're going to notice that. You'll start noticing that if you actually take a look at some old comic books. They're all written in the present tense.
Oh, yes, that's true. All right.
Okay.
So, also, sorry. I forgot to mention something. I know you were making a point here, but I forgot to mention. In NXT, there was one saving grace. One huge saving grace. Guess who wasn't on commentary?
Booker T?
No, he wasn't. He was replaced by Corey Graves. Oh my God. Now things can start making sense, Juancho.
No. He's Booker T's on sabbatical or something. I'll bet.
Shut up! Don't curse us, Juan.
Jose, the Quacks haven't shucky duckied for the last time yet. You're the second best Eddie I've been in the ring with. Yeah, CM Punk talking about Eddie Guerrero.
Okay, he didn't exactly say that. Thank goodness he didn't.
No, yeah, you're the second. You're the second best Eddie I was ever in the ring with, and the third best guy named Kingston that I was ever in the ring with.
Ha! All right.
Okay. I remember that.
Let's
All
go.
right, so,
Well, I'll
yeah.
tell you what, Juancho. Let's turn that frown upside down. Let's pivot over to a really fun and exciting match that AEW threw this week on Dynamite. And it is part of the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament semifinal. And this time, they're competing under special rules. The hardcore holiday death match. It is Christmas-themed hardcore match. Weapons are legal, no disqualifications, there's no need for tags, anything goes.
Lazy booking.
Ho, ho, ho.
I mean, ho, ho, ho's actually right, considering who's the one who issued the challenge for it to be a hardcore death match, which was timeless Toni Storm and her bosom buddy, Mina Shirakawa, taking on Marina Shafir and Megan Bayne. Oh my god, what a woman.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was wild and crazy as hell, like bloody murder again.
Oh, well, I've got pictures to prove it. It was also fun.
Oh?
Yes. After all, AEW is a family-friendly product, as if you believe in the words of a Jacksonville Dixie.
Like so.
Check it out.
Okay.
That's a giant candy cane prop.
Okay,
thing.
just a giant fucking candy cane. And Mina, she's not out in a big busty, like sexy lingerie looking thing.
Oh no, she's out in a hardcore match. She's wearing freaking the same clothes that Tony wore at the 2300 arena.
Yeah, no, she's trying to go Sandman style here.
Yeah, there we go. Well, without the beer and the.
Yeah, no. So she's choking out Megan Bayne with a giant fucking candy. No! Is the candy cane across her mouth, or is it hooked inside her mouth?
It's hooked in her mouth.
Yo, okay.
And yes,
What the fuck?
And yes, I got that precise screenshot because of the referee's face.
Let me just do something real quick on that, Jose.
Damn, no respect for the ref.
And while I'm at it, let me just over here.
What, you asshole.
There we go. Much better.
24/7, Mina Shirakawa all day, every day.
Honey, you see this woman. Am I wrong? Thank you very much.
You dork. All right.
Like, I'm sorry, I can't help it. Like I see a sexy woman, K-Storm sees a sexy woman, we both nod and shake each other's fucking hand afterwards. Like, yes, no, we would both want to have some nookie with her. Okay.
All right, moving on. Jesus, Juan, calm the fuck down. All right.
Why?
Because, too much of a good thing here. Now, getting back to the match, yes, go ahead and share that. So, yeah, unfortunately, the heels were able to regain control. Megan Bayne pulled another candy cane prop, started wailing Toni Storm in the back, while Mina Shirakawa has her eyes focused, Marina Shafir has her eyes focused on Mina Shirakawa in the ring. Things are not looking good for the timeless love bombs.
Okay, I've got a question here.
What's up?
What in the world is, freaking Marina Shafir's wrestling outfit? It's just pants and... Is that like a bikini top or something?
It's just pants, a fitness top, and she's taped her feet.
Taped feet, like taped bare feet?
Yes.
Okay.
Because MMA fighter.
Okay, but the back for this. Okay, I'm not focused in the foreground of Megan Bayne caning Toni Storm. I'm focused on this.
It is a fitness top one.
I get that, but it feels so terribly like, okay, that is one wrong move away from becoming an inverted halter top.
Are you saying that the design in the back is impractical?
I'm saying that the design in the back is a wardrobe accident waiting to happen. Mm-hmm. See, K-Storm saw that shit and, see?
Okay, fair. I agree with both of y'all. All right. But let's go ahead and continue on with this madness of this freaking Canes match, because it's so
Canes
cool.
Match.
I mean this holiday hardcore match, this holiday hardcore death match, and I like this because Megan Bayne, she opens up her Christmas present and she unveils a golden steel chair and she whacks Toni Storm with it. Yes, all the hardcore weapons are wrapped up in Christmas wrapping. and gift wraps.
I wonder what that long table-shaped present is over on the corner of the ring.
It's a Slim Jim, bitch. I wish. Oh my God! Once again, things are not. Yeah, I know. Once again, things are not looking good for the Timeless Love Bombs. Something has got to give. Marina Shafir and Megan Bayne have been pretty much kicking the shit out of them throughout the entire match, and the fans are wanting to see the Timeless Love Bombs prevail. And so the Timeless Love Bombs were able to turn things around with little assistance from Toni Storm. Mina Shirakawa got onto the top rope, and she laid out the baddies at ringside with a flying crossbody.
God damn.
And then, of course, Christmas came early for AEW because out comes Santa Claus!
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus. That's just Tony Schiavone and a beard. What?
You're wrong!
That's not
Tony Schiavone because he's in commentary, but yeah, Tony Schiavone understands it like, yeah, sure, okay, we have Santa.
Is he... Okay, I get it, Tony Schiavone. This shit's stupid. I'm laughing at it every single week we watch this stuff. I understand your frustration, but your fucking job, Tony Schiavone, is to not sound fucking bored out of your mind or
please
or
don't
feel like a fucking moron or feeling
or
like
worse,
a
don't sound like you're crashing out like WCW in 2000.
Seriously, Tony. What the fuck?
Poor Tony Schiavone.
Or nothing. He knows what the fuck he's doing.
There was a time when he never wanted to come back into the wrestling business after what happened with WCW.
He knows what he's fucking there to be paid for. The fact that he's half-assing it over here in the fucking ring, that's depressing to me. That's just unprofessionalism.
All right, but no, it was not the person behind Santa Claus, behind jolly old Saint Nick, is not Tony Schiavone, but instead it is Tony Storm's assistant, Dr. Luthor, who gives Marina Shafir the deuce before passing a shoe to Tony Storm.
That was what was in the present?
Yes. Hey, chin up, tits out, watch for the shoe. Tony Storm, using the shoe, nails Marina Shafir in the head, hits her with the Storm Zero, and the Timeless Love Bombs prevail. Your winners, Timeless Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa. They will be advancing to the finals of the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament.
Yay!
Juan, your thoughts.
Okay, first thoughts over here. Let me just right here. Okay, better. Now, okay.
You wouldn't do that if it was Jessica Carr from WWE.
That's because Jessica Carr's hot.
Ow!
Okay, now, what's important in the match here? Okay, so we've got the balance of the match. The women actually had a fight. It wasn't bloody, despite the fact that that Aubrey Edwards fucking came out with the blood gloves that you usually wear, but whatever. Okay, it was surprising, like, oh hey, yeah, that's who we have, who was in the fucking Santa outfit. That's fucking funny. I get it. But seriously, like, I it's just like, it's good. This match sounds like it was crazy ass fun. I'm taking my perviness out of it and looking at the match, and yes, the right people won. The right team won. If we're advancing this tournament over here for the new women's tag titles, so yeah, I see this as a win. I don't see any issues here with this match. The interference from Luther works perfectly. So yeah, okay, it's all on theme. So fucking whatever.
All right.
But truthfully, like, hang on. I don't think I cut off enough for. There we go. There we go. Much better.
Jesus, Juan. Why don't you just put a neon sign over your head, say, I hate Aubrey Edwards?
Well, so if I'm being honest right now at the moment, it's just, no disrespect to Toni Storm. I mean, absolutely no disrespect whatsoever. But, like, at the same time, it's...
Mina Shirakawa's got it all going on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all coming together.
All right, you dork. Let's go ahead and move on to the exciting segment of the night. Well, before we do that, let's get to the chat.
Vicente, so funny how some days Shivani's so flat in delivery, like, I don't give a fuck, lol. Yep. And Matthew was saying, like, no, it's an LED poster frame, duh. Like that was with the table. The table didn't get broken, did it?
No.
Oh, what the fuck?
Of course, Mina Shirakawa, 11 out of 10 and ha. Reason why Tony calls Mina my lover. Yes, Juice Robinson does not mind. Ha.
I mean, would you?
No. Fair. Now let's get to the exciting segment of the night. And this was actually, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Despite my criticisms against the guy, he actually knows when to talk serious. This was a backstage promo segment from the newly crowned AEW TNT champion, Mark Briscoe.
All right. What's Marky Mark's got to say for us with this boy?
Mark Briscoe addresses his challenger this Saturday at Collision, Daniel Garcia. He said
he dethroned Kyle Fletcher. Holy shit!
Yes, he did.
Dun.
Yep. So, in this promo, he remarks, he first gave credit where credit is due. He recognizes Daniel Garcia's game. He recognizes that he's a talented kid. These two squared off in the past twice. Once for the TNT title when Daniel Garcia was champion, and the other was for the Continental Classic at some point last year. And he used to have respect for Daniel Garcia, but now that respect is gone because he feels that Daniel Garcia is suffering from Death Rider burnout.
Oh yeah, was he part of the fucking Death Riders?
Daniel Garcia is part of the Death Riders.
Oh,
and he believes that Daniel Garcia is suffering from burnout from the group. And yeah, no, he's pretty much like I said, this is a solid promo. He's going to defend the title. He's bringing it to him this Saturday on Collision.
Okay, right on. Okay.
This is a Mark Briscoe promo done right.
Okay, that's good. All right, so no notes.
Yeah, no notes.
Okay.
It was solid. It was good. It was
All
straightforward
right.
to the point.
Like, I'm just glad that Mark Briscoe did end up winning that whole feud, because going through all that nonsense and all that fucking shtickery with Don Fallis bullshit is like, unless he manages to fucking pull it off over the bad guys,
It was hard to take him seriously.
Exactly. It would feel like it would be for nothing if he went ahead and lost all that shit.
Exactly. Yeah,
So,
no.
Yeah. All right. So, okay, very good. And I did see how they had his new TNT Championship belt ready at full gear when they handed it to him.
Yeah, they did. They have the white strap-on champion, and the belt strap itself is in camo gear. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, like, guys, you can wait a little bit, or at least do the presentation in the ring on the following Dynamite. You know, that would have been cool to crown him. But okay.
Yeah. All right, now let's get to the match of the night. I don't even have a graphic for it because what I'm about to say is going to be pretty much straightforward. It is a trios match, non-title, trios match for the AEW World Trios titles as the defending champions, the Ops, which is now represented by Hook, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Katsuya Shibata versus, I kid you not, the Dark Order. Evil Uno, Alex Reynolds, and John Silver, the only members left of the Dark Order because everybody else has peaced out. And they got their asses handed to them.
It doesn't help that their leader kind of died, Jose. Like, okay, it would be as if the Wyatt family tried to go on as the Wyatt family, as it was like Eric Rowan and Luke Harper after Bray Wyatt passed away, but they already gone their separate ways this whole time. Like after that, so like, really, why the Dark Order? Why is it a thing?
Why is it still a thing?
Why is it a thing?
I mean, WWE gets a pass because they're doing something with the Wyatt Six.
Yeah, no, they're taking new people and trying to elevate them in the spirit of it, not as like, oh, that he's actually still their leader kind of thing. Like they don't feel like they fucking matter with AEW any fucking more. What the fuck?
Yeah, like after the passing of the late Mr. Brody Lee in December 2020, the Dark Order continued on existing as a living tribute to their leader, to the Exalted One.
Except now that doesn't really.
I know it doesn't really matter because they're barely on the team. I mean, this is the only time they've appeared on Dynamite this year. They've been featured in Ring of Honor a lot.
Where?
I don't know. You have to pay to watch it.
Really?
Yeah, I know. It's called the paywall.
Boo.
Yeah. So anyways, so the Ops win. They cleaned house, and then afterwards, Hangman Adam Page waited until the end of the match to run in with the chain and started wailing on the Ops with the chain before he was broken up by security guards.
Weird.
Yeah. Anyway, so now let's get over to the really bad segment of the night, and this one was an earlier segment from the conglomeration. They were interviewed by Renee Paquette. And this is before Mark Briscoe's solo good promo. So, in this promo, he talks about how two members of the conglomeration are participating in the Continental Classic. You've got both men on the gold team. You've got all the way to the right, you have Roderick Strong, and all the way to the left, you have freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Thank you. Oh, wait, hang on. Candy break.
What the hell? Okay, whatever. Okay. I also see the Babes of Wrath over here. That would be Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron.
Mm-hmm.
What were they doing?
They were hanging around. Well, Willow Nightingale is a member of the conglomeration.
Okay, so I guess that means that Harley Cameron's with them too, by default?
Kind of, yeah. So Mark Briscoe starts talking about the Continental Classic, and then he tries to invent a new word which doesn't get a fan reaction, doesn't get a pop, and then Roderick Strong cuts him off saying like, "Hey, I'm not an official member of the conglomeration, okay?" And then he tries to talk serious, but man, like the dude is like over 40 years old, and he still sounds like a kid when he talks.
What the fuck? Who? Roderick Strong?
Yes.
Ew.
He still sounds like I gotta show you. He still sounds like a kid when he talks. It's like trying to take Bobby Lashley seriously with a big freaking dude who's built like a tank, but then he talks in this
super soft voice.
Super soft.
Yeah, no. Okay.
This is why Adam Cole did all the talking for you, baby.
So you mean this promo felt aimless?
It felt aimless because then Orange Cassidy tries to take over the promo and saying like, did we ever talk to him about the conglomeration rules for the Continental Classic? They never got to it. The whole segment fell pretty much like just died on screen. Roderick Strong walks away saying, "I'm going to break your back." And then everybody else walks off. And then they had a moment, there was a small moment where Orange Cassidy looks over at Renee Paquette saying like, does he know? He knew I was there, right? Yeah.
If you don't care, Orange Cassidy, why should I? Brr. Okay.
I don't think even Roderick Strong cared.
Yeah, brr.
Like, as soon as they started fumbling their words on the conglomeration rules, like, that segment was dead.
You're trying to over-bake a promo. Come on, guys. That's not how it works.
This is an example of a bad Mark Briscoe promo.
Yes. Sorry. Matthew Colbert in the chat saying, what? So, Roderick Strong sounds like The Undertaker in Suburban Commando.
Whoa. Okay. Not like The Undertaker in Suburban Commando, but he was very close to sounding like Carlton Banks from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oof.
Yeah.
Holy crap, you're kidding me.
Nope. I wish I was. All right. So now, after that, now let's get over to the main event of AEW Dynamite. And this is another a one-on-one match in the Continental Classic in the Blue League. And the two members of the Death Riders finally collide as Claudio Castagnoli, the powerhouse of the Death Riders, faces their leader, Jon Moxley.
Oh my fucking god! This is the only fucking way that you can make me cheer for anyone of the fucking Death Riders is, like, please, somebody shut the fuck up out of Moxley.
Yeah, like I said earlier in the program, Moxley is in this story where his leadership is being looked down on by the other members of the Death Riders, since he has lost in every pay-per-view match since AEW All In. He has, well, not every. He lost the AEW World title to Hangman Adam Page back in July. He gave up to Darby Allin at Wrestle Dream. He tapped out to Kyle O'Reilly not once, but twice.
You gotta be shitting
on TV. So, yeah. And he's trying to make up excuses for it, trying to say like, oh, but As long as one member of the Death Rider wins, we all win. That kind of bullshit.
And Claudio and everyone was looking at them like, motherfucker, who?
Yeah.
Like, bitch, please, I'm winning.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is the first time that these two men faced off since their first encounter in WWE back in 2017, Cesaro versus Dean Ambrose. Back when they tried to get the Shield back together.
Oh my lord. Okay, wow.
How's that for a time capsule?
That's time wasted.
Ouch!
Like, listen, as far as I'm concerned over here, yeah, Claudio, please shut this guy in the mouth, please. I'm sorry, I'm tired of Moxley's ridiculousness. The Death Riders is also overbaked. It's also, like, over fucking, like, played at this point.
Oh, don't worry. They start things off technically. They start things off technically sound. They start by grounding each other with submission holds and doing reversals, trying to do like
I'm a strong jujitsu jack off. You can't stop me.
Well, nothing like that. Actually, you know what? You can skip that picture. You can go to the next one. It's fine. It's all right. So yeah. And then, of course, Claudio Castagnoli regains control using his power advantage over Jon Moxley. As you can see him, like, pretty much putting his foot against Moxley's neck, just stomping away on him. And then even at one point, like, he gives Jon Moxley, like, the giant swing around. And Jon Moxley, while he's being swung, at one point he gives up the double deuce.
Oh, my God.
Because we can't have a single match of Jon Moxley without him throwing up a middle finger. Like, it makes him cool. Yeah, that.
Good grief.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it started technical. It started technical, but then they started really, really slugging it at each other with a series of like right hand blows and uppercuts. Strong style shit. Moxley bled. Moxley got swung around, and they were going back and forth with each other, move after move after move. Okay. Moxley tried to put down Claudio.
I'm gonna take a hit because, we got our Moxley bingo. Middle fingers, pointless shit. Damp promo and needless bleeding. Okay, cool. And Jujitsu Jack Offery. So yeah, that's my bingo. I hit my Jon Moxley bingo. I'm gonna take a hit.
Pretty much. Also, I like the way they both started off, like entering the match. Like they go. Claudio Castagnoli is with his group with the rest of the Death Riders before entering the ring, and Jon Moxley was being psyched out by Marina Shafir before entering the ring. Psyched up by Marina Shafir before entering the ring.
As in, she's the only one that was on his side?
I guess. I don't know. Like, I just like how it tells a very good contrast between Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli. Like, Claudio has the whole group, whereas Moxley is clinging to possibly the only member of the group that still believes in him. Possibly.
Why does she believe in him? That's the thing, though. What's her stake in Moxley's leadership over, like, say, hypothetically, Claudio taking over or whatever? These guys want to be led by a winner. Jon Moxley is not a winner anymore. He is a loser. Luhu Zahor.
And speaking of losing, in a shocking turn that I didn't see coming at the end of the match, like, both men are worn out, both men are down. Yeah, go ahead. It's fine. We can share that. Yeah, no, like I said, like, Moxley gave everything he got. He wrestled his ass off against Claudio in the event. But in the end, Claudio came running at Moxley with a super European uppercut to pin and win. Your winner, Claudio Castagnoli. Now Moxley has lost 5 matches since July. He lost by pinfall to Claudio. He lost by submission or surrender to Hangman Adam Page, Darby Allin, and Kyle O'Reilly 2 times.
So is this why is this why we were getting the this weird storyline that feels like it's not going anywhere to build up the fact that he's losing? We can get to that a little bit more with a little bit more sanity, though.
Actually, you know what was so weird? In an internet exclusive video that was posted online from AEW, Jon Moxley walks into a room. The Death Riders are doing push-ups. Jon Moxley joins in and does push-ups, and then both Claudio and Moxley still respect each other. They still respect each other, and they're still looking to try and get wins. And then Moxley goes on his freaking metaphorical spiel saying, like, hey, man, I'm just trying to be better than I was yesterday, and tomorrow I'm going to try to be better than I was today. And then he runs down to Don Callis' family, going on the same speech again, saying, like, look at the people of the Don Callis family. They're giving promised money and titles and all that stuff. And we're real. We're real wrestling, and some shit. You know the freaking metaphors that Moxley tries to spill to try to sound real.
Kidding me.
Yeah. So at the end, there's not leading to a split yet, but it was a mutual respect and professionalism between Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli. Juan, your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are, can we get this guy over with? Can you just bury him? Just fucking... like, destroy the crap out of Moxley, get him out of my sight. Pretty pleased with sugar on top. Also, Vicente Guerrero was actually pointing out bad timing on AEW's production team. The show cut away right before Claudio and Moxley were about to give an aftermatch respect handshake. Yep.
I see. I didn't notice that because they cut away from that.
Let's see here. He also said, very Vince Russo of me, I know, but Marina could go swerve style and turn on Mox along with the rest of the writers. No, I'm honestly surprised she's just not just like going, fuck it, I'm balling right off the bat. But hey,
I can see that happening. Just Marina Shafir taking Moxley to Dick Kick City and turning on him. Maybe. Right. Now, let's go ahead and wash our hands of all this blood from Moxley, and let's go ahead and talk about this week's edition of TNA Impact.
Yay! Okay, this is
a go-home show before their pay-per-view event tomorrow night, which is TNA's Final Resolution, which will be held in El Paso, Texas. This is their final taping over at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida.
All right, so yeah, that was an excellent job that they did. I guess they also showed like, oh hey, by going to Full Sail, the students of Full Sail got to step into the ring and work on actual live production with TNA wrestling. So they made that as part of like their little commercial bumpers there.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, help the kids.
Exactly. Now, we open up TNA Impact with a one-on-one match as the hometown man tries to fight off against one of the invaders of NXT, Brooks Jensen. And by invaders, I mean just a couple guys from WWE Evolve, and we have nothing to do with. So let's do an invasion angle.
Let's do
a payback invasion angle. Yeah.
Fuck it, we ballin'.
And yeah, this was goofy because the hometown man was doing a bunch of silly stuff in the ring, but the fans were into it. The fans were liking it. And you know what? Kudos to commentary because Tom Hannafan actually pointed out that Brooks Jensen is the son of former WWE wrestler Bull Buchanan.
What?
And as a second-generation wrestler, Brooks Jensen, it might be one of the might be one of the driving forces behind Brooks Jensen joining this this invasion against TNA.
His
because
motivation is because he's Bull Buchanan's son.
Because he's trying to make a name for himself as a second-generation son. Yes,
but he's not. But what? Okay, what?
I mean, that's nice, but Bull Buchanan hasn't done anything of notoriety in WWE except a brief team-up with John Cena, where he says, "Booyah!"
It was also in the Right to Censor, Jose.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah, and he was with the Big Boss Man.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
How he started.
That's true.
He was the enforcer for the Big Boss Man, and then he was part of the Right to Censor, and then he was B2.
Oh, God. Booyah!
Yeah, and then he was complaining to John Cena how his dog died.
Ah, yeah, oh God.
What, you think I forgot that?
Why you gotta reopen that 14-year-old wound?
Why are we over here talking about a 25-year-old ass wrestling career?
Brooks Jensen beat the hometown man. With...
Are you shitting me?
With Bull Buchanan's finishing move, the running scissors kick that he does. That he did.
Shit.
Yeah. Like I said, fun opener match. Of course, Brooks Jensen got the win, and obviously, you know... the NXT needs the win because, you know, they're the invaders. We got to start them strong, you know.
Hold on a minute. Isn't the running scissors kick, isn't that also, what's his face? Booker T's bit?
It's Booker T's bit. It's Victoria Crawford's bit. It's also R-Truth's bit.
Okay, yeah. And I was about to say, like, he ain't the only one doing this stuff. All right, go ahead.
Anyway, so yeah, that was the opening bout. It was fun. It was good. The right guy had to go over because, you know, we obviously have to build credibility for the NXT invaders. And now let's get over to the exciting match of the night, and this is one of the TNA Knockouts World Titles #1 contenders match. It's a one-on-one contest as Dani Luna takes on Xia Brookside.
All right, so this is wild.
You got the English powerhouse against one half of the Warrior Angels, which I'm still trying very hard to try and take that name seriously.
I get it.
Or Angel Warriors. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't sound cool. They're trying. They're trying something.
The wild thing about this is that, like, still Xia Brookside, the fact that we've got this kind of visibility for her is excellent, and this just proves what everyone's saying, that they're looking to groom Xia Brookside for eventual shift over to NXT.
Or rather, a return to NXT.
Wait, what?
Remember, she used to be competed in NXT UK before the whole brand closed down.
NXT UK folded. Got it. Right.
Yeah, so for her to return like that would be awesome. But yeah, this was amazing. This was an incredible one-on-one match. It told a great story, of course, your typical big person versus little person, David versus Goliath, the typical story of Xia Brookside being the underdog who's trying to prevail against the inevitability of the power that is Dani Luna. This went past the commercial break, and Dani Luna was laying into Xia Brookside throughout the majority of the match. Eventually, Xia Brookside was able to hit a great comeback. She hits the broken wings, which is a running Meteora to the corner. And then afterwards, Dani Luna was able to regain control and hits a slingshot blue thunder bomb in the middle of the ring, but Xia Brookside was able to kick out after 2. And then as we get to the finish of the match, Dani Luna tries to go under the ring, and she tries to grab a metal chain to wrap around her hand and use it as a weapon behind the referee's back. But then out comes Indy Hartwell to stop Dani Luna in her tracks, grabs the chain, clocks Dani Luna in the face, rolls her back into the ring. Xia Brookside rolls up Dani Luna with a small package to pin and win. Your winner and challenging Laying Lee for the TNA Knockouts World Title at a Final Resolution tomorrow night, Xia Brookside.
Holy shit! Okay, so her tag partner, the new women's knockout, the Knockouts World Champion over here, they're taking each other on.
That's right.
Tomorrow night, Final Resolution.
In fact, in a post-match promo segment with Laying Lee, she made it very clear she respects Xia Brookside as much as she respects the championship. And after these two have their battle, they will shake hands because they'll still be friends because they're more.
Jose. Oh, you thought you could get away with it, didn't you? You thought you could sneak away. You thought you could try to work this shit out before we got to it. Before I fucking find it. You silly son of a bitch. You silly son of a bitch, Jose. How could you think something so simply here?
We are closer than brothers. Now we have to fight each other. And we trust our fate to the heart of the counts. No matter what, let the game begin. No matter what, we'll be the best man win. No matter what, we're in this together. No matter what, we'll be friends forever. No matter what.
You
Thank you.
I win.
All
I
right.
fucking win.
Before I continue with the rest of the review, let's get over to the chat here.
Nothing new over here.
Oh, okay.
What the lol.
What the lol. Yeah, I know, exactly. A great match by the Knockouts, by the way. I loved it. And now let's get over to the exciting segment of the night. And actually, you know what? I'm kind of cheating a little bit because this was a segment / bad match of the night because it was so short. It is a one-on-one match featuring Mike Santana versus the manager of the NXT Invaders, Robert Stone. And I gotta give credit where credit's due. Robert Stone, when I saw him wrestle in the ring on NXT, he was being goofy, wearing boxing gear. He had boxing shoes, boxing trunks and pair of boxing gloves against Rhea Ripley, and he looked ridiculous, and obviously that was the point. Here, he ditched the silly shit, and he actually wore, well, as close to legitimate ring gear as you'll get with him.
You know those stupid loafers he wears? He found boot versions of those.
That's commitment.
You know how when you put knee pads on, you have the padding on the front side of your body, and you have the knee pads up to your knees, so that the pads can protect your knees?
Yeah.
Which is the whole function of knee pads. This motherfucker was wearing them around his ankles backwards.
Oh
what
my God.
the shit?
Oh my God.
We sneezed and this match was over.
We sneezed. The match is over. Mike Santana hit Robert Stone with the spin to block, and then he cut a fiery promo saying that Papi is back and that he runs on Demon Time, and for Robert Stone to tell the rest of the NXT invaders that he's coming for them, that they're next, and that was pretty.
He's gonna come.
Oh God. But that was so good. A short match, but damn, we got a fiery promo at the end of it. Simple, to the point.
Okay, I won't lie. When it comes to taking a promo over here, brevity is the highest form of wit. But at the same time, do we have to go up against the actual witless worm of this faction?
I don't think this is gonna hurt Mike Santana.
It didn't help fucking Robert Stone either.
Well, obviously not.
And
you know what?
It wasn't even a competitive match. It wasn't even like, oh, hey, have a little back and forth, and oh, hey, maybe Robert Stone isn't just ripped for the sake of being ripped.
And
Maybe
also,
he's got
where were the NXT invaders? Why did they run in to help him?
Yeah, or why did they come and run in to try afterwards to fucking try to beat up on him, and Mike Santana running off like, nope, y'all can't catch me, haha, fuck you, and running into the crowd.
The fact that they didn't help, the fact that the NXT invaders didn't help out Robert Stone in this blink if you miss it squash match, just made them all look like assholes in comparison.
No, it just goes to show that they don't really give a shit about him. They don't really give a shit about him. What do they care? They've got their match. They've got their agenda already working out.
Or whether they're going to get their match later as we get to it. More on that soon. But now let's go over to the segment of the night. Like, this one was annoying to me. And Juan, I'm glad you saw a lot of it. I saw a little bit of it. It is another segment of First Class Penthouse, hosted by AJ Francis and Rich Swann. Now, AJ Francis was showing off really passive-aggressive, mean bitch energy in this segment. Like, he was snubbing Rich Swann because Rich Swann didn't capture the TNA X Division title in his last opportunity. And yeah, that was pretty much his whole energy. Like, even after when they brought out Leon Slater, the guest, and the X Division champion, AJ Francis was just giving a lot of shit, and Rich Swann was catching all the bullets. Like, what the fuck?
So fucking rude.
And you saw the whole thing. So
yeah, he was fucking basically dunking on his own buddy Rich Swann in the middle of trying to cut a promo on the X Division champion Leon Slater for no fucking reason. It made no fucking sense to me. I don't fucking get it.
And then, of course, Leon Slater hearing enough of AJ's bullshit, the whole thing falls apart. Leon Slater tries to fight against AJ Francis.
Okay, let me actually get you in on this, Jose, by the way, because it doesn't just whole thing falls apart. What's his face? AJ Francis was still goofing on Rich Swann while trying to goof on Leon Slater in the ring. He's like, oh, you know what? Here. Let me be fair. Let me be nice to you. I'm a gracious host here in the penthouse. Let me give you a glass of something to drink. I got my glass of champagne. We could toast to me being the new X Division champion. There, look, cheers. He gave Leon Slater an empty cup, an empty glass. He's like, oh wait, that's right. You're like, what, 16 or something? You can't even drink yet. And
wow.
After that. After he told that to Leon Slater, he then fucking smacks the glass out of his hand and gets up in his face. Like, yeah, I'm fucking around with you, and then, now what? What are you gonna do about it? I'm right here, bitch. I will clown on you all the live long day. So it wasn't just, oh, things fall out of hand. I was like, you gotta understand, there's layers to this shit. The layers is,
And
AJ
I
Francis
respect
is an
you
asshole.
for being committed enough to look for layers in a really bad segment.
Sue me, okay? I was trying to make the DMC Ninja Theory fucking ridiculousness work as a prequel to the original Devil May Cry. But that's my brain being, like, trying to hold out for fucking hope.
Oh my god.
Sue me, okay?
All right. So then after that, that's when things start falling apart. That's
So,
when things
yeah,
start to evolve into a fight.
Yeah, AJ Francis tries to choke slam Leon through the table. Leon bouncy boys over the table. So AJ Francis just takes the table, turns it over, and throws it at him. He's like, man, fuck you. You're going through this table one way or another.
Yeah, no. There was a moment where Leon Slater hesitated in fighting Rich Swann, right?
Wrong.
Wrong?
No.
Well, like I said, you saw it. I didn't. I only saw part of it.
It was just the basic ass beatdown, and AJ Francis has Leon held down, and he's trying to direct Rich Swann, like, Rich, grab the X Division title and clock him. I've got him here. He's like you're gonna clock him, you're gonna take him on. And Rich Swann's got the X Division Championship belt. He's looking like he's gonna wheel in. He looks like he's gonna step in, and then he tosses the belt aside, like, no, I can't do that. This kid's too damn good. It's like, and that's when fucking
AJ Francis just lays out
Pie faces Rich Swann off, and then lays out
Leon Slater with
Leon
the down
Slater.
payment.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
And that was the segment. Okay, it wasn't bad because it was poorly executed. I guess it was just bad because of how flat and ridiculous the aggrandizement of AJ Francis comes off. So I understand, but you've also got to understand this shit, okay, Joe? You got to also remember that when it comes to the segments here, there's more to it than the talk and then they fight. There's what they do.
Well, like I
while
said,
they're talking.
I didn't see this. You did.
Okay, well, I did see it. And
Okay,
I'm telling you, it wasn't horrible. They could have done a lot better.
Okay, because if I saw it, I would have been speaking the same language as you would.
Yeah, no, I suppose you're right.
Now, let's get over to the main event of this week's edition of TNA Impact, which is an 8-man tag team match.
Holla, 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 holla.
Pretty much, you could call this the inaugural brawl if they hosted an Invasion pay-per-view, without any crybabies over in Israel complaining about it. Anyway, so you have the team representing TNA. You have the TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff Hardy, the TNA International Champion, Steve Maclin, and Cedric Alexander going up against the Invaders. You've got Lexis King, you've got Stax, and you got Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe.
All right. You guys are going against the Hardys and the International Champion. Good luck.
I know, and me and Juan, we got to watch the main event. It was a lot of fun, and the first part of the match, the Hardys were actually like holding it down against the TNA Invaders. But there was like a one point where Lexis King throws himself into the way to stop the Hardys from using poetry and motion, but then he was like thrown aside by Jeff, like, man, get out of the way. That was fun. But no, everything else was good. Everything else was pretty solid, going good for the baby faces until eventually Lexis King was able to turn things around and shifted the momentum over in favor of the NXT Invaders. Lexis King and Stax started working over Steve Maclin and Cedric Alexander. Of course, Cedric Alexander was struggling against Lexis King. Eventually, he gets the tag into Steve Maclin, and Maclin lays out a lot of the members of the Invaders, and even at one point does the running suicide dive through the ropes, knocking down Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe. So that was cool. And then the Hardy Boys get back into the action, and they hit the plot twist, which is a tag move of like. It was Jeff Hardy doing the twisted stunner, and then Matt Hardy intercepts and catches him and does the neck breaker.
Reverse neck breaker.
Yeah, so I like that plot twist. But and everything was going fine It looks like things were going great. The babyfaces had the match won, but then the referee was distracted, and Lexis King brings in his cane, used it as a weapon, and clocks Jeff Hardy in the head with it.
Yeah, I'm afraid so, Jose.
Clocks Jeff Hardy in the head with it to pin and win. Your winners, the NXT Invaders.
Boo.
But the way they closed off the show closed off with Santino Marella, the Director of Authority, arguing with Stax. I mean, I know that they're arguing his storyline, but to me it looks like, oh man, this is likely going to be what Stax his future is going to look like after he ties the knot with his daughter.
You know, by the way, folks, Stax Lorenzo here, he is engaged to Ariana Grace. She could do better.
Santino's yelling at him like saying, you are not invited over to dinner next week.
Also, Matthew Comer was saying that one guy has teeth like the Zuni doll from Trilogy of Terror. I believe he's referring to Cedric Alexander's Grillo here.
Yeah.
Check that shit.
That is pretty cool.
See, he's got a mouth guard that looks like little fangs, that looks like little sharpened, teeth of doom.
That is awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so that was that, I guess, right?
Yep, ring that bell.
Don't mind if I do.
So as far as go-ho shows for TNA...
Go-home shows.
Go-home shows. Yeah, well, because there was more than one go-home show.
No, Zay, you said go-ho shows.
Sorry. As far as go-home shows this week, TNA Impact, they did solid. They had a great number one contender match with Xia Brookside beating Dani Luna. It was amazing. It was fun to watch. They also had other one-on-one matches on the show. The opening match, of course, was silly. That's exactly what you get with the hometown man. But it was still serviceable. No one was expecting Robert Stone to win. There was no chance in hell that he was going to beat Mike Santana. That's just that was a foregone conclusion. But no, all the other matches were pretty good. The main event was fun, and I can't wait to see what happens for Turning Point tomorrow night. Now, this week's edition of AEW Dynamite was also pretty good. They had other tournament matches for the Continental Classic, where Kazuchika Okada stole a victory against Pac, and Kyle Fletcher was able to beat Kevin Knight to score points in the Continental Classic, so that was cool. But while those matches were great, I'm sorry, I was entertained by the Hardcore Holiday Death match with the Timeless Love Bombs, because they're one of the few most entertaining things in AEW right now. No disrespect to the Continental Classic and how important it is.
Let me put it this way. The Continental Classic tournament started, and folks almost didn't notice.
Oh yeah, that was something else I have to point out. Apparently, according to Don Callis on commentary, the way they explained it with Kazuchika Okada's situation, because he's the unified champion, apparently Kazuchika Okada was required to surrender the Continental Championship, and he's now just the international champion until he eventually wins the tournament.
Okay, so if he's Continental Champion, by the time the Continental Classic happens, you are required to relinquish the title?
Yes.
No.
You know what else
would? No.
You know what would solve this problem? By not having so many mid-card championships.
We're talking about the coked out dweeb Tony Khan over here. The motherfucker has access to a super yacht that his father owns that's worth $350 million.
Wow, way to show that you're just like us, Tony.
And his idea of being intimate and showing folks how much of a regular guy he is by filming that on his super yacht with this giant crystal TV of doom playing Dynamite segments behind him, while his assistant, who's some poor random girl that doesn't know how to keep the back camera of the cell phone running because she flipped the camera to herself by accident.
Damn.
Yeah, we want this guy running this shit.
You're right.
But as long as AEW exists, he'll never give up the creative to anyone.
However,
which is why it's dying the slow death that it's dying.
However, everything else on Dynamite was good. The Holiday Hardcore Death match was great, and I enjoyed the main event where Claudio beat Jon Moxley. Like, listen, the split is going to happen. Unfortunately, we're not watching a quick burnout. We have to watch it in a slow simmer.
No, you know what it needs to fucking be? Do you know what it needs to fucking be? It needs to be like a fucking, like these guys operate like they're a fucking gang or something, right? What
Or
happened?
at least that was supposed to be the beginning of motivation.
Or something like that. Okay. Like, gang initiations 101. You, like, if you're motherfuckers like the Death Riders, you have to have your ass whipped. Or survive an ass whipping without any kind of trouble, just to be initiated in. They didn't do that shit.
I don't know, man.
So
I'm just wanting
the
this
only
whole...
so the only logical thing they could fucking do, that they should do, is okay, fucking fine. We're taking you all on a Moxley in a handicap match. If you manage to survive and you manage to defeat us, you remain as the leader of our Death Riders and we'll bend to you. But if we beat your ass, you're out.
That would be fine, but instead we're getting this slow-paced shit. And honestly, I just want the death match to be over with.
That was with me muffling my face, too. Yeah. I'm just that exasperated with Death Rider Moxley shit.
Now, this week's edition of WWE NXT, the Go-Home Show, was also fun. I enjoyed the 6-women tag match where the babyfaces won, which happened, which was great, but it wasn't nearly as exciting as the men's 8-man tag match because Javon Evans and Leon Slater, man, they were all over the place. Like, damn. High-flying move, dive after dive after dive.
And then the White Boy steals the win for them.
Yeah, and then Miles Bourne steals the victory. What a dick. That was a dick move. Like, I didn't. No. It was a dick move, but it was a shock, and I didn't see that coming.
I don't understand.
It was weird.
It's
so
weird.
But everything else was good. I liked Tatum Paxley's delivery in her promo segment with Izzy Dame, and I can't wait to see her become unhinged this Saturday. And everything else was just solid. Everything else was great, and I can't wait to talk about it. So that'll do it for this week, folks. Just want to give a quick announcement for our viewers that this Saturday we are not going to be streaming Los Amigos Play nor the Ravens Flock, but we will be back next Saturday on on December 13th. And
is it a 13th?
Yes.
Is it really? Yeah, it is. How about that?
Yeah. We'll be back on next Saturday on the 13th, and we'll be back for another exciting edition of Los Amigos Play and another exciting live edition of our flagship show, The Ravens Flock. So until then, Mr. Juan Arouse, please plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Oh, wait, let me see here. What the fuck? Juancho screaming like Daphne Unger. I can only match her. I can only ever succeed her, but never replace her. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody on the screen, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he reviews for you the best and the worst of 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. Step into the ring every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, live, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an Interflocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/TheRavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black File, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of our show, Wrestle Rewind. For Mr. Juan Arouse, I'm Jose Casabona, and this is Wrestling.